Live. Give me a second here. I need to pop out chat and tell the internet that we're online. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Pop out chat. Cool. I can now read that while I fuck with the stream. Neat. Alright, cool. So, while I'm waiting on some viewers to file in, just gonna have a quick singles match, just random selects. Let's see. Alright, who's gonna be in this match? Let's see. Let's see. Actually could do Alexa Bliss versus Cammy. That's a match. Or Alexa Bliss versus Viper. Let's see. First match, I was just gonna do... Actually, yeah, let me strike this shit out. I'll do, like, it's just gonna be random select while I'm waiting on people to file in. Let's see. If you see somebody on either side you want to be in this match, let me know. I'm just gonna hit the button and, we're gonna start. See. Honestly, it's a tough choice on the left side out of these four guys which one I would want. Because easy answer is Jean-Claude Van Damme. But Guerrero's great. Samoa Joe's great. Guy, probably the weakest out of these four. Let's see. Alright, unfortunately, I do not have a Guy Fieri or the Guy. So... that'll have to wait until next week. Actually, shit, you know what? There's a fucking easy answer here. It's going to be Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Chuck Norris. And you know what? We're going to do this in the Octagon. Let's see. Chuck Norris? Oh, Chuck Norris might be in the MMA stable. Yeah, Chuck Norris is in fact in the MMA stable. Alright. So, we're going to start this off while I'm waiting on some people to file in. We've got Chuck Norris versus Jean-Claude Van Damme in the Octagon. And then we'll start the show off proper. Hey, Cinder Fallen. Came in basically right as we're getting things started here. Let's see. Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Chuck Norris. And Van Damme off to a really strong start in this match. Sure, that really doesn't matter once Chuck Norris really starts getting going and starts delivering those educated feet into Van Damme. But Van Damme's feet have a high level of education as well. Really could go either way. Let's see. Oh, I should get this mouse out of the way for y'all. So, a lot of back and forth action here. It's kind of the feeling each other out process in the first round. Ooh, but Norris locks on a sleeper hold. Van Damme powers out. Ooh, Van Damme just saying no to whatever Norris was trying to do and locks on the ankle lock. We're nearing the end of the first round here. Ooh. Oh my god, knockout before the first round is even over. Norris could have been saved if he could have held on just 4 more seconds. But, Van Damme showing that it was not the roundhouse kick of Chuck Norris that would decide this match. It was going to be his own roundhouse kick. Yeah, Van Damme just kicked Chuck Norris's head clean off his body. Alright, well, that's... Let me see. Oh, you know, it might be a good idea if I had this notepad file open that told me what matches were supposed to be up. Okay, cool. Now I can fucking read everything. So, we've got quite a treat for you guys today. Got a couple featured matches on the card tonight. Of course, the advertised contest, the Maglo Open Challenge. There will be an 8-man battle royal today to determine the opponent for Maglo. And that's going to be our main event tonight. A little earlier on in the card, I do not have a Thanos. Like, I'm getting to that. All right. Maglo has not lost. That's the entire purpose of this Maglo Open Challenge. We are still looking for an opponent worthy of his skill and ability, and we have not found one thus far. A little earlier on in the card, we have the rematch from the G-Girl Finals. This match will contain spoilers for a 15-year-old manga. If you haven't read it, fuck off. You should read it. But it is going to be Natsuo attempting to redeem her loss to Yuzuko in the G-Girl Finals. And that will be taking place in the Octagon. But hold on just a moment. It looks like James has just arrived at the arena. Let's cut to the back, and let's see if we can get a word from James. James.
That's really bright.
Let me get.
Do you have anything to do with this?
Let me get your take on how the tag team tournament went. There was.
What about it?
There was clearly some miscommunication with you and Zero. I'm sure that wasn't the result you were looking for in the match.
No, not at all. Like, you know, we've been teammates and friends for a long time, and like he was just all over the place. Like ever since we, got signed here and everything else, it just feels like he sees the paycheck and he just wants to go off and do his own thing. Like he really wants, that payday, and we're supposed to be working together, and that's not happening. He abandoned me in the ring. I returned it in kind. Broke my heart. Break his back.
And you will see that matchup, Zero Lopez versus James Holloway, in a landmine deathmatch later on tonight. So, that match will also be taking place later tonight. The landmine deathmatch is going to be Zero Lopez versus James Holloway. These two clearly have a lot to work out, and we'll be doing so in the ring. So let's get started here. Let's see. So, Jamel, like, you must have been asleep when we recorded this. Because we definitely recorded this at Blake's house yesterday. So the first matchup is going to be two newcomers to my Fire Pro save. So, as I mentioned before, if you own this game and you want to submit characters to my save, please do so. I can use them, can kind of cross-promote with other Fire Pro players, streamers, and what have you. So one of my friends, Nick, created a small stable of characters, as well as the Gatekeeper, the one of the top Def Jam players, probably in the world today. And the two of them have put their top guys into this federation, and we're going to see the two of them battle it out in this matchup here. So it's Nock Voldo versus the Gatekeeper. Yeah, I actually do like Gatekeeper's design. It's sort of reminiscent of Demon Balor, but like with his own twist on it. Nock Voldo, clearly the embodiment of a Florida man. Just against the Gatekeeper. A man who will slam the door shut behind him as he climbs his way to the top of pro wrestling. This will be both of their first times on Blake's House TV, so totally unprepared for whatever they're going to bring to the table, but I'm sure we'll be able to discover that as the match plays out. Gatekeeper, like, very clearly slower, less mobile wrestler, but an absolutely enormous powerhouse. And as you can see him swinging those heavy right hands, trying to demonstrate that raw power. But Voldo, like, not to be counted out in this match either. He is also just absolutely jacked, just dwarfed by the larger Gatekeeper. Oop, goes for a cover early. Oop. Gatekeeper still throwing those barn door hands. Ooh, looked like Voldo was trying to spit something on the Gatekeeper, but cut off before he had an opportunity. And Gatekeeper now going for early cover. Oop. Elbow to the back of the head. Responded to a headbutt. Clearly, targeting the head is not going to be optimal strategy going after Voldo. He appears to be a hard-headed competitor. Well, Gatekeeper, you haven't missed much. There was a throwaway match, and yeah, we had our first backstage segment of which there will be more tonight, I'm sure. There's a lot of action going on backstage, and we'll try to cut to it as it happens. But in the meantime, you are seeing one of your top guys against one of Nick's top guys in sort of a guest promotion matchup. And Voldo using his freaky magic on the Gatekeeper to great effect. And huge spear and stomping fall. Now headbutt by the Gatekeeper. Only a count of one from Red Shoes. This match will go on. And another big spear from Gatekeeper. What he lacks in speed, he certainly makes up for in power. Voldo with a body splash, Gatekeeper immediately getting back up. Goes for a last ride powerbomb. 2.9. GK is that powerbomb is finish. Like, that's the one bad thing about named maneuvers is I don't know when they're coming. But I did actually go and name some of the maneuvers for some of the Blake's House people. So when I upload them, they'll have named finishes. Oh, mandible claw from Voldo, but too close to the ropes. The referee breaks it up. Looks like Voldo is starting to get more offense in here. Voldo now throwing GK into the corner turnbuckle, and I need to close Facebook or it's going to yell at me like this. Let's see. Ooh, big head hold lariat from GK. GK running, but too slow to capitalize, running for that far side. Let's see. I need to open up chat again. There we go. Ooh, drop kick to the back of the knee. But Voldo looking a little worn out. Still manages to hit that backdrop. So, James, you do not have a Super Clark backbreaker. You actually, on paper, have a pretty significant disadvantage. Whoa! What the hell was that? Whatever it was too close to the ropes and unable to get a pinfall out of it. You have a bit of a disadvantage on paper going into the landmine deathmatch because your finish is a 450 and the turnbuckle is going to be light tubes. Another last ride power bomb. This time Gatekeeper pulling Voldo away from the ropes. This could be it. Chooses to pick Voldo back up. He's not done with the punishment. The Gatekeeper still has a lot of gas left in the tank. This match has been almost entirely the Gatekeeper show. Another mandible claw from Voldo. Gatekeeper will not be deterred. No, GK, I did see that he's got the Dinosaur Buster. I don't remember what the Dinosaur Buster looks like. So it will be a surprise to me when you hit it. Voldo once again going with his freaky magic, but too tired to really continue and capitalize. But not too tired to deliver headbutt after headbutt. Three count fall from the Gatekeeper. And, okay, I thought that was his finish. So, not a bad showing by Voldo. If this is Nick and GK's top performers, the two of them definitely have a future on the stream, as well as the rest of their talent. And I'm sure we will see more from both of their federations tonight. But before we do that, we've got another matchup planned. Yeah, Big Dave giving that 75%. Or 95%. Let's see. You only missed 2 matches. You did miss a video package where we cut to the backstage, but we'll get to that. We'll come back to that a little later tonight. So, right now, let's see. Abish, is this Nick? If it is, the second match on the stream was one of your guys versus Gatekeeper's guys. But all right. I didn't recognize the handle. I'll put another match with one of your wrestlers in probably after this match, just because you missed your first, like, one of your wrestlers' debut matches on my stream. In the meantime, however, we have some triple threat action coming up. So, as I mentioned previously, we have some wrestlers have named finishing moves. So, Jamel's finisher is now the Space Jam. So we will be looking for that later on in this matchup. So to be clear, GK, I did put Gatekeeper up against one of Nick's top guys. Or at least his top heel, as of right now. So... yes, it is. That is new. Your maneuver was not always a Space Jam. Well, it's the same move. It's still a choke slam off the top or off the second rope. But before it was called like Sky High Choke Slam. Now it is called the Space Jam. So we are going all in on the basketball themed event. It's going to be first fall to the finish, Hsien-Jo, Sir Charles Barkley, and NBA Jam player in a triple threat matchup. Let's see. We're going to do this in the Def Jam ring. Let's see. Our entrance is on... let's see... All right. Okay, I guess there's no entrance for there's no entrance for Battle Royals. So this original NBA Jam, I believe, was 92. Which it's outrageous to think about because that game has been a thing nearly as long as I've been alive. Would definitely appreciate it. Like, as I'm trying to do more stuff with the stream, like, I'm definitely looking forward to any kind of collaboration I can get with, like, you guys and just people in general that want to work with me and, like, help out on the stream. Because Blake's house definitely does need its own wrestling ring. But right now, we need to cut back to the action at hand. As previously stated, it's first fall to the finish. Hsien-Jo, Sir Charles Barkley, and NBA Jam player are in a contest to see, like, who has the greatest basketball and wrestling ability. I know for sure that Barkley and Hsien-Jo are power wrestlers. This will be NBA Jam players' first... let's see. Yeah, that's the joke, Gatekeeper, that we got a TV deal, is I'm going to start putting this on YouTube, and that is our TV. So I will start putting these up on YouTube as well. This is NBA Jam players' first match, at least in this in the Blake's house ring, so not really sure what to expect from him. Right now, though, it's all Hsien-Jo, as he is working over both Barkley and the NBA Jam player. Big bridging German suplex, but too close to the ropes, and Jamel taking a bit of a breather. Clubbing blow to the back of NBA Jam player. Another bridging German suplex right on the logo. Gets one. Only a one.
5 minutes gone.
Big stunner from NBA Jam player. And it is just absolute chaos. Nobody in this matchup wants to sit back and wait. Everybody wants a piece of everybody else. Which, hey, if you wanted to come in and see a slugfest, this is the match for you. Jamel putting his opponent in the corner. Looks like he's trying to take him to the Space Jam. Oh no! Something else. Top rope Frankensteiner. But unable to capitalize any further as Barkley is right there to break up any further offense. But Jamel just absolutely dominating this contest. Just throwing hands on everybody. Both men down. Gets 1, 2. Count 2 on Sir Charles Barkley. This match appears to be the Jamel show, and Barkley, an NBA Jam player, want to do something about that. But, oh, that teamwork seems to be short-lived as Barkley just delivers a giant chokeslam to NBA Jam player. Oh, Jamel with the trickery. Both men running the ropes to take down NBA Jam player, but big lariat on Barkley when his back was turned. And a Jam player with a sling blade. Now it looks like it's Barkley's time to shine. Jamel throwing Barkley into the corner, but has to deal with NBA Jam player before he can really go any further. Another bridging German suplex, 1. Only 1 as NBA Jam player can break it up. Really, as we saw in last week's Triple Threat contest, it's going to be who can take advantage. It's not so much going to be who's... Wow, 2.9, and Barkley not even coming in to break that up. It's going to be about who can capitalize in a situation more so than who's actually doing the most offensive work. Jamel going for a cover. Barkley, again, not going to break it up. Finally does after a 2 count. Big headbutt. Jamel just wants out of this match. And totally understandable as he's been carrying the offensive load for all 3 men. Ooh, drops NBA Jam player right on his neck. And Jamel a little bit distracted. I think he may have seen something out of the corner of his eye from NBA Jam player. Ooh, falling fist from Sir Charles Barkley. Ooh, double underhook suplex. Man, all 3 men down in the center of the ring. Who's going to get to their feet first? All of them nearly simultaneously. But again, it is the Jamel show. And Jamel running, going for that elbow drop hold. 1, 2, 2.9. Leaping cutter. Moonsault fall. Jamel out of gas. He needs to break this up. He doesn't. He just lacked the energy to make a play on NBA Jam player as he got the cover. Unfortunate result from an otherwise excellent effort from Hsien-Jo. We will be seeing Hsien-Jo later on tonight as he will be involved in some tag team action. As he and Princler will be, as winners of the tag team tournament, will be challenging for the tag championship. That will be later on tonight. However, coming up next, we have got a rematch of the G-Girl Tournament Finals. So you hit the Frankensteiner, but you have still not hit the Space Jam, which is also from the corner turnbuckle. And I'd imagine in a singles match, you're going to be a lot more likely to hit it. Like, there's just too much chaos for you to shoot somebody into the corner and then get a follow-up. And it's been kind of unfortunate you've been involved in mostly multi-man matches. So we will get you some time to shine in some singles action at some point. But right now, however, you may have hit it once. We are going back to the octagon. Let's see. We should probably actually open... Damn it. I need to fucking close this, because this ain't... I think that's part of my problem. There we go. We're going back to the octagon as Yuzuko, or as Natsuo challenges as Yuzuko in an attempt to redeem her loss earlier on in the G-Girl tournament. As I said, this tonight's contest will contain manga spoilers and is scheduled for one fall. So, this is going to be a major clash of styles, as Natsuo is more of a strike-heavy, like, favors strike-heavy offense, whereas Yuzuko is really just a prototypical Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor. Going to have a lot of joint holds and a lot of intricate offense. The Zack Sabre Jr. Made of Worms comparison absolutely applies to Yuzuko, as she can get over, around you, and tie you up in a lot of interesting ways. And that's ultimately how Natsuo's G-Girl tournament ended, as she got put in a chokehold and was forced to submit in the G-Girl finals. But right now, she appears to be on top here for most of this contest. Yuzuko locking on the armbar. And Natsuo attempting to kick her leg out from under her leg. Ooh, another chokehold, but broken up very early before any sustained damage could be applied. And Yuzuko with the mounted punches. Somewhat unorthodox offense, considering her overall skill set. There we go, locking in an armbar. But Natsuo able to power out. It's a takedown, and once again, back to the mounted punches. Just really trying to wear her opponent down. Which, extremely valuable, just considering that when you're fighting against a larger opponent, you really need to take advantage of potentially a difference in cardio. Like, with that much of a size difference, there is absolutely a factor of just more weight to carry around in the course of a match. But Natsuo now returning the favor with mounted punches of her own. Troll Wizard, I can absolutely do a quick recap of some of the previous matches. You haven't missed a whole lot. Double leg takedown from Natsuo, and again going to that Boston Crab, which she's been employing to great effect in this matchup. Oop, another takedown from Yuzuko, and locks on the armbar. And we're exiting round 2, going into round 3. Like, This is already more than twice the match. Ooh, big buzzsaw kick from Natsuo. And locks on the Anaconda Vice. This is already more than twice the match that Chuck Norris Van Damme was. Ending before the bell of the first round. With a big roundhouse kick. Ooh, big strike combination from Natsuo. And once again locking on that Anaconda Vice. It's ironic I pegged Yuzuko as the submission specialist. Natsuo absolutely decapitating Yuzuko with that buzzsaw kick. And redeeming her loss in the G-Girl tournament. Putting these two at 1-1 in organized competition. So, Troll Wizard, the matchups you missed, it was going to be... it was a random select match. I ended up going with Chuck Norris versus Jean-Claude Van Damme in the Octagon. Van Damme just kicks Chuck Norris's head off. I mean, that match got 4 stars. That's respectable. And Van Damme won. Second matchup was... the Gatekeeper versus Nick's Nock Voldo. Gatekeeper won a pretty convincing fashion. We had a backstage segment as James Holloway came to the arena, and actually let's review that. So there was a little bit of animosity over how the tag team tournament ended 2 weeks ago, where Zero would not help James break out of easy pinfall and submission attempts. And due to some disagreements, the two of them are going to be settling that in a landmine deathmatch. Let's see. So you would have also missed Jamel versus Charles Barkley versus NBA Jam Player in a battle of people that can do big dunks. And NBA Jam Player won that match as Jamel kind of ran out of the gas near the end of it. And that's going to catch you up as you just saw that shoot fight. So, Nick, if you are still here, we're going to have one extra match. So it's just going to be a standard singles match. Any one of your guys that you want to have wrestle. Yeah, was not aware that Nick had changed his name. So, yeah, is there any one of your wrestlers that you want to see in a match? Yeah, mission mode can be a bitch for some of them, for sure. Yeah, just submit one of your guys, and if the stream chat wants to suggest a wrestler to go against, if they don't, then I'll put them up against one of my OCs. I didn't add your other wrestler, and also looks like the name change, like I didn't get the name change on these guys. I also don't have Invisible John Cena. That's on my PS4 save. I'm sure I could find one very easily. Alright, we put Dick Bruiser back in. So any suggestions out of... Yeah, I'll figure out what's going on there. Let's see. Because, yeah, it should just push the update. Like, did you Did you re-upload as well as, like, after you edited? So, any suggestions? I know I've got people from various video games, people that exist in video games in real life. I have the entire cast of Def Jam Fight for New York. I have actual wrestlers that exist. Any suggestions for Dick Bruiser's opponent? Because I'm going to have a quick couple rounds of some viewer request stuff. I don't have a Pepsi Man either. Like, the handful of Pepsi Men that I have seen on the Steam Workshop don't look as good as... I do have Bonesaw from Spider-Man. We can put that match up. Alright, yeah, we can do Dick Bruiser versus Bonesaw. And you know what? I think we're going to do this in a steel cage. Alright, yeah, I'll sort that out later. Let's see. I think Tommy Young's gonna referee this. Yeah, I have so many KOF characters and so many Street Fighter characters. We could do like 3-on-3 survival style, like Survivor Series style for CVS. So, Dick Bruiser and Bonesaw. Two mean power wrestlers. We know for sure Bonesaw is not afraid to grab a weapon in a steel cage. But Bruiser is certainly nothing to scoff at either. Both men kind of jockeying for position here. Kind of early on in the match. Still a bit of a feeling out process. Now Bonesaw grabs a hold immediately powered out of by Bruiser. So we are nearing the 3-minute mark, and I believe Dick Bruiser just made himself $300 tonight, brother. But, and both men to the ground. Bruiser up first. And continuing that offensive assault. And as we mentioned earlier, watch out for Bonesaw grabbing a weapon in the steel cage. Swinging wildly with that kendo stick, but only really making contact once. A hip attack from Dick Bruiser, followed by a big body splash. And Bonesaw again going for a weapon, but immediately cut off by Dick Bruiser. Smart strategy getting that weapon out of his hands. So, you don't need to be able to climb the turnbuckle to be able to climb the cage. And when somebody's worn down enough, they will just automatically go to climb. It's actually going to result in a really anticlimactic finish to this match. Ooh, man, hanging choke from Bonesaw. Bruiser thinking about climbing the cage, but thinks better of it. Because he's not finished with Bonesaw just yet. Ooh, sweeping lariat. Repeated stomps to the stomach of Bonesaw. Shoots him into the corner turnbuckle, but Bonesaw fights his way back out. Gets a side switch. Ooh, slams him nearly onto that Singapore cane. Dick thought about climbing the cage. It likes to go for that running guillotine. And big body splash. Now Bruiser electing to get a weapon of his own and cracks it right over the head of Bonesaw. He's still not finished, but is disarmed by Bonesaw. And now it's Bonesaw's turn to go on the offensive. Punches and elbow strikes. The two men circle one another. Another sweeping lariat from Dick Bruiser, and Bruiser thinks he can get out of this match. And it looks like that sweeping lariat was enough after all the punishment he took and that big shot from the that steel or that wooden board. And Bonesaw was not ready for Dick Bruiser. And Bonesaw just not a particularly great record in the cage. Lost to Spider-Man in 2 minutes and now loses to relative unknown Dick Bruiser. TLC does not exist in Fire Pro. Guess they're just not that about ladder matches because they've never had a ladder match in a Fire Pro game. However, Okapi did request a Survivor-style tag match. Oh, I need to have more than 2 wrestlers for that. Not gonna do... How about we do this? Like, I'm not gonna let you pick the entirety of the teams, but we've got some people that exist in video games. We've got the entire cast of Fight for New York. We've got all of these people. Let's see. We've got a pretty substantial number of KOF characters and a pretty substantial number of Street Fighter characters. You want Clark? Let's see. I'm pretty sure I have a Clark. I would be very surprised if I don't have it. You know what? I fucking did the work. Alright, we do have a Clark. So, Gatekeeper, I know I mentioned it to you. We do have some backstage segments. If you want to submit some video of you promoting your guys and talking down my guys, I will use it on my stream. I guarantee that. All right, so we're gonna do 3-on-3 elimination style. Who's tagging with Clark in this matchup out of all my video game based character choices? I mean, if nobody else is picking James and you want to throw some more guys on your team, I should have a Mary. Let me see. She's probably on the Fatal Fury team. Sure wish I could read. That would make this so much easier. Okay, I do have a Mary. Alright, Cinderfallen requesting Akiman. I'm gonna put Tizoc on this team just for just for continuity with the Street Fighter or the King of Fighters cast, and Aki-Man will be the team captain of the other team. I wonder if they have a dinosaur mask. That's smart. Those are two different people. Alright. So we've got Aki-Man as the team captain of not King of Fighters. Any other suggestions? Because if y'all don't pick, I do have one. Actually, I can go into the list of video game people. Let's see. For the Japanese, there's Lily next to Spider-Man. Let's see. Bridget. Skullomania. A different king. Probably a better king than the first king I downloaded. Let's see. Samus. Captain Commando. Armor King. Phoenix as in Phoenix Wright. Actually, he was a beast of a competitor in the last tag team event, so we'll definitely put him in. Let's see. So if I don't get a vote... Let's see, who the fuck is this? Oh yeah, I forgot that I had a Victor. So, I have a suggestion if none of these ideas appeal to you. Oops. Robert Landolt from Neo Turf Masters. You know, the Masters Golf Tournament was this weekend. The Michigan Masters Golf Tournament was this weekend. I think that's how it's going to go. Okay, let me set this up. It is Survivor Series style. Let's see, team entrances, that's a good idea. And so we've got a lot of SNK presence in this matchup. So we're going to Arena Mexico. Alright, yeah, I think this is going to be the match, guys. Alright, introducing first, from the King of Fighters franchise, the team of Clark Still, Blue Mary, and Tizoc. Yep, that's what all that says. I keep forgetting that Arena Mexico is kind of rough for tag team matches because of the way the ramp is built. And against the video game all-star team of Aki-Man, Phoenix Wright, and Robert Landolt. Certainly an unusual combination of competitors, but not one to be taken lightly. Phoenix Wright has already proven himself in the Blake's House competition, and Aki-Man has been wrestling for almost as long as any one of these competitors. And Aki-Man showing off his wrestling prowess now with just outpowering Clark Still. Clark with that cursed energy wrestling in jeans. Although probably better than wrestling in slacks. Dropping Aki-Man right on his neck with that lift. And just as I mentioned, Robert Landolt, he's in this match. The two of them going for some corner offense, but unable to do so. Ooh, big right hand from Robert Landolt. A judo throw. This will be the first time we have seen Robert Landolt in the wrestling ring. Oh, Clark taking his back and using this opportunity to get to his corner and tagging in the shooter from Southtown. Let's but unable to get anything going on Robert Landolt. He's just judo throwing anyone and everyone. And Blue Mary wants out of this match. Ooh, going high and low, hitting Landolt with the unblockable. As Tizoc grabs a hold, trying to slow this man down. It's going to have a much less effective golf swing if like gets any more sustained damage to his legs like that. Ooh, excellent tandem offense from the video game All-Star team. Strike exchange near the red corner. Phoenix Wright battling his way out as he pushes Tizoc back to the center of the ring. Both men down, Phoenix Wright to his feet first. Phoenix Wright just exploding with additional offense. Super kick! And Phoenix Wright goes for the cover. One. Only one count. And we're bringing this matchup back. It's Blue Mary versus Robert Landolt. That did not go well for the SNK team earlier, but ooh, a big Sobat kick from Mary. Looks like she's finally found her legs in this matchup. Both competitors circling one another. Ooh, nice jab from Mary. Excellent spatial awareness from Mary, just keeping Landolt at the edge of her attack range. But that is certainly what you get when you are an expert shoot fighter and have fought for different international organizations of peacekeeping. Ooh, Mary to the outside, Aki-Man. And Mary kind of in a odd place, fighting near the barricade, as Mary's at risk of being counted out. And nobody else on the King of Fighters team are coming in to assist in this match. That being said, it all kind of went in the King of Fighters team's favor, as Aki-Man had not really taken a lot of offense up to this point. Ooh, Clark back into the match. He hasn't been in a little while. And going back to Robert Landolt. Landolt shot to the outside. Mary just an absolute monster, just grabbing a hold any way she can. Landolt going for a chair, trying to slam Clark onto it. Misses by inches. Shining Wizard from Clark. And a flashing elbow to follow it up. And Clark is on a rampage here. A rampage that will be delayed as he tags Mary back into the match. Mary with that knee bar. Tizoc not coming in to assist. But Robert Landolt bringing another member of the King of Fighters team into this match. Big Frankensteiner. Oh, you know what? I bet the King of Fighters characters are made to play like King of Fighters characters, in that they won't come in to break up pinfalls and submissions. Because that would be cool. Oh, no, apparently not. So, yeah. Oh, ref bump. Red Shoes is down. Mary kind of hurting her own team by stopping that dive. And can't get anything out of it because Red Shoes was down. Oh, Red Shoes bloodied, in fact. So, like, what I had originally guessed was... So you can make it so somebody never tags, somebody never comes in to assist their teammate. So then, it would actually play like a King of Fighters match, where it's one-on-one, somebody goes down, then their partner comes in. Which actually would be a fun way to build a handful of wrestlers. To have them, like, be a real team, like, fighting game style team match. But that appears to not be how they're built. Oh, another big Frankensteiner from Mary. Only a 1 count as it's broken up by the video game all-star team. The superior teamwork of a thrown-together team is possibly going to be the undoing of the King of Fighters team. I think I have about 12 or 13 like generic video game guys that aren't like Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Def Jam. Oh, like wrestlers? Probably a handful. Probably enough for an 8-man match, I would wager. Ooh. Big Japanese arm drag from Robert Landolt. And a sit-out lariat, but Tizoc's to his feet first. Big body splash from the huge Griffin mask wrestler. Tizoc hitting the 360, bringing his opponent to his own corner. Now this is the teamwork of the King of Fighters team at its best. It is absolute chaos in the ring. Red Shoes has completely lost control. Yeah, I think Marduk is a Muay Thai fighter, if I'm not mistaken. Robert Landolt, suplex to the outside. Ooh, big suplex with bridge. 2.9. Oh, big Clark Buster. Oh no, just an Argentine backbreaker. Just working over Aki-Man. As Mary locks on the armbar. This shooter from Southtown, just an absolute monster with those joint holds. Phoenix Wright calling with an objection, followed by a big elbow drop. Drags Mary closer to the center of the ring. Possibly electing to tag out, tagging Robert Landolt back into the match. We haven't seen a lot of Aki-Man as a legal competitor in this match. A low blow from Phoenix Wright. Uncharacteristic maneuver from the justice-focused competitor. And Tizoc just taking everything out of his arsenal out on Robert Landolt. Just brutal punching combination. And a running lariat and absolutely beautiful pinning combination. Oh, Clark just diving in front of that punch, protecting his partner. And it has been 20 minutes into this match, and we have not seen a single fall. Gotta imagine when they start coming, they are going to be coming quickly. Although, once again, Aki-Man, a relatively fresh competitor in this matchup. Ooh, big powerbomb whip from Phoenix Wright. 1. Count of 2. Double leg followed by a giant swing. And it is all King of Fighters right now. So Robert Landolt with that big backdrop. Speaking of backdrops, Phoenix Wright delivering one to Tizoc. Tizoc now dropping Phoenix Wright onto his back. Tizoc electing to bring Clark back into the match. Attempting a reverse Frankensteiner, but Phoenix Wright powering out of it and getting the better of both competitors here. Big dive onto Tizoc, but he's still got to deal with Clark. The two of them back and forth with these left and right hands. And Phoenix Wright getting the better of that exchange and tagging Landolt back into the match. I get the feeling these guys are saving Akiman for a key moment in this match, but if not now, when? Oh my god, it's the Argentine backbreaker, and Phoenix Wright is out. He may have broken Phoenix Wright's back. Followed by a flashing elbow. That is going to put a major detriment to the video game team if Phoenix Wright can't get himself together. Double drop kick to Robert Landolt. Another double drop kick. Now this is where the King of Fighters team has... Oh, big dive onto Landolt. This is where the King of Fighters team, like, where their teamwork was questioned at the beginning stages of the match, is really coming into play. But here comes a fresh Akiman, trying to turn things around. See, little did Phoenix Wright know, the prosecution wins about 99% of the time in Japanese law. Statistically speaking, he should have held an L at some point. And it's looking like that's right now. Big chop and a big dive right into the back of Akiman. And another roll-up. Robert Landolt's got to cross an island. Or he's on an island, rather. So despite Phoenix Wright's status as being basically dead in the center of the ring, he is not officially eliminated from this match. This is still a 3-on-3 contest at the moment. Red Shoes counting out Akiman as Akiman and Clark fight on the outside. Akiman unable to get anything out of that steel chair, but does get that sit-out lariat onto Blue Mary. Phoenix is not the legal man. He did a run-in to break something up, and Clark grabbed a hold on him and broke his back. Made him humble. Ooh, beautiful backdrop by Blue Mary. Locks on the armbar. And I believe Landolt was just eliminated by that armbar. Can't really afford any more damage to his arm. That's really going to hurt his golf game. So it is effectively just Akiman against the KOF team. Oh, poor teamwork from the King of Fighters team as Tizoc gets Akiman out of the way of that elbow drop, and Clark just crashes onto nothing. Oh, but Clark returning the favor to Tizoc as he dives to the floor and nobody home. But right now it is 3 against 1. Effectively 3 against 1. But Akiman able to get back into the ring. Super kick, or side kick, right to the small of Akiman's back. Like, you can't count anybody out, but Akiman just has so much work to do in this matchup. But he doesn't seem to care. He's having a good time. So he delivers another big lariat to Tizoc. Choke slam, and this time Tizoc going for another dive. Stomp right into the gut of Akiman. Brings Mary back in. Knee bar, but he's in the ropes. That's not going to go anywhere. Ooh, back switch from Clark. Throws him into the ropes, but had to get directed back to his corner. Ooh, Mary possibly returning the favor on Akiman. Running for something big. Frankensteiner. 1, 2, 3 count fall. Phoenix Wright is the only legal competitor. The referee checking on Phoenix. Phoenix has been out on the floor for a good 15 minutes, and now it's official. Phoenix Wright is the last man. He is the sole survivor and immediately eliminated in this contest. The King of Fighters team winning without taking a single loss. Officially OCV status. Getting 100% evaluation from Big Dave. Oops. So up next. All right, Nick, I'll sort that out after this stream. So up next is the advertised landmine deathmatch. But I believe we need to make a quick cut to the back as we can see Zero getting ready for his match. Let's go to the back.
Zero, you got a moment.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen James had some really harsh criticisms of your ability to be a team player. He asked for a match tonight.
Hold on. Team? We weren't a team here, alright? He was piggybacking on my successes, alright? That's all that was. I left him behind. I didn't want to tag him in. Just fuck him. He's gonna make us lose immediately. I'm done. I'm gonna settle that tonight.
Alright. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Zero wants to settle it in the ring. That match is coming up next.
So we are setting up the ring right now. You saw Zero entering the arena. So give us just a moment as we prepare for Zero Lopez versus James Holloway in a landmine deathmatch. Actually, you know what? Let me swing back to the menu here. Let's see. So Zero now actually has a named finish. And James, so you notice, got James regular attire, but also James in the very Tampa Bay Rays shirt that he cut his promo in. And I'd say it's smart strategy to be wrestling around barbed wire in a shirt. Let's see here. Yeah. Fluorescent light bulbs. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So yeah, we got alternate costumes in the Blake House Wrestling stream. All right. So it has come to this. Oh, James immediately busted open on the light tubes. This is not the start he wanted. Ooh, but ducks that enziguri. I mean, Blake, he ran into a light tube and the light tube shattered. It'd be more surprising if he didn't get busted open on the light tube. But that is the current state of things. James has been busted open, but has otherwise been in a great state in this match. Just really taking it to 0. Ooh, able to block another Sobat kick. Yeah, it has been all James all the way thus far. Ooh, big knee bar trying to slow down his opponent. Ooh, X Factor. Looks like Zero finally able to get something going here. Oh, Tombstone pile driver. Oh, he's going for it on the chair, but Zero rolls out. Which that could have cost dearly. Wow, Puerto Rican Destroyer right onto the chair. Goes for the cover. But caught in the ropes, gets nothing out of it. Ooh, nothing out of that Rana. Both men fighting too close to the ropes, but really playing to the strengths of this match, as the closer you are to the ropes, the more at risk you are, and the more at risk your opponent is. Oh, another Puerto Rican Destroyer. More at risk your opponent is for getting tossed to the outside where the landmines are. Count 2 off the Destroyer. So James has taken Zero's finish twice in this match. But Zero has very little to show for it as Zero gets whipped to the corner. Big face buster. James isn't done. Big boy senton. Another Frankensteiner whip. Ooh, rolling knee bar out of nowhere. Zero caught in the middle of the ring, but able to break out. And James has lost a lot of blood in this contest. We gotta figure this is gonna go poorly for him if this goes on too much longer, but he's trying to equalize it by delivering joint lock after joint lock to Zero. What James is losing in blood, he's trying to take out of his opponent's ability to move around the ring. Zero now shot into the light tube, but Zero is unfazed. Strike exchange. Both men on the ground. But James to his feet first. Another X Factor from Zero. Shoots him to the ropes again. Pop-up cutter, but James just no-selling it completely. Going for that Tombstone pile driver again. This time he gets it. Running big boy senton right into Zero's chest. James, the first competitor to fall victim of the landmines, as he makes his way back into the ring. Enziguri right into James's head, and another Enziguri. But James is still good to go here. Flying headbutt. Totally unconcerned about the status of his own head. Elbow to face, shutting down whatever Zero was trying to do, and locks on another knee bar. Just really taking it to his joints here. Zero going in for a double leg, does not get it. And James still working the leg of Zero. Goes for the cover, but caught up in the ropes, doesn't get anything. Destino! Puts him away from the ropes. Elects to not cover. That could be a mistake. Nice arm drag by James to get out of that disadvantageous situation. Another Frankensteiner whip. James clearly misunderstanding the rules of this match, attempting to get Zero disqualified, but this is, of course, no disqualification match. Alright, goes for that combination again. This time gets it with a big Hurricanrana. Unable to get anything out of that before Zero gets to his feet. Zero shot into the corner again, but appears to have not been busted open. Oh, another drop kick to the knee of Zero. James again attempting to get Zero disqualified in a no disqualification match. Zero electing to grab a chair of his own. And right over the back of James, totally unprotected. James shooting Zero into a corner that does not have light tubes. And Zero in trouble here. That chop to the chest put him on his knees. But Zero with the Destino, that could give him the chance to breathe that he desperately needed. Another Enziguri to the back of the head of James. And finally, Zero into the landmines, and that busted him open good. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3 count fall with the blue Thunder Bomb. James overcoming the odds to defeat Zero in a landmine deathmatch. You will be seeing James again tonight. As previously stated, we do have the Maglo Open Challenge as tonight's main event. And there will be an 8-man battle royal. James just secured his spot in the battle royal. And the winner of that will challenge Maglo, our reigning, defending Blake's House champion. But before we get to that match, as I mentioned earlier on in the stream, we've got some more tag team action ahead. Oops. So, it is going to be team of Princler and Jamel, who did win the tag team tournament. Let's see. And who are we playing, or who are we going to be wrestling against? Got a handful of people in the stream. Team of Princler and Jamel are going to need opponents for the Blake's House tag team titles that are currently vacant. All right, how about this? Nick and GK, you both submitted wrestlers. So, let me see. Actually, I will definitely put in JJ. Let's see. All right, we can do this. Actually, GK, is JJ booked as a face or a heel? Let me do Nock only because if he win, if the red team wins, okay, JJ's booked as a face. All right. Yeah, if the red team wins and then the character gets updated, it erases the title history. So, yeah, let me put in Nock. So Nock we did see earlier in this match, or we did see earlier today. Competing against the Gatekeeper, which proved to be too much for him. However, he is getting, like, he had an excellent showing in his first matchup. He's getting another shot, and this time at Tag Team Gold. His partner will be... I don't doubt it. Masks are fucking hard. But right now, we have the winners of the Blake's House Tag Team Tournament. Going to be Princler and Jamel. Overcoming teams that were... or that had... or rather, advancing into that tournament for... against extremely long odds. They are challenging Nock Voldo and JJ Mondo. JJ, another member of the Def Jam community. And a pillar of that community at that. And we are starting with Princler versus JJ Mondo. If you have watched Blazin' Fridays anytime in the last 3 months or so, you would have seen this matchup on a couple of occasions. JJ Mondo actually coming out on top in those fights. For we are going to see how well JJ handles himself in the ring. And right now, Princler working over the cyber arms of JJ. Like, probably good strategy on Princler's part, wearing out the joints and actuators in those cyber arms. Princler electing to bring Jamel into this contest as well. Clubbing blow from JJ. JJ looking like he's retreating to his corner as well. He does. Nock is now in the match. Big DDT into the red corner. Nock shot into the corner, but immediately gets his way out. Nock powering out of Jamel. And it appears to be all Nock right now. Nock using the freaky magic to daze Jamel. And big cross chop to power out of whatever Jamel had planned to get out of that, or after shooting his opponent to the ropes. Nick, one thing I would recommend to you, for Nock specifically, because he has, whatever that move is called, I can't remember. You need to set some maneuvers for him to do when his opponent's dazed, because that's going to trigger a dizzied state. And then whatever you... okay, yeah. So, after you land spell, if they have a strike, like a go-to strike, when someone is dizzied, they will follow up with that. Because right now, he just kind of stands there and nothing happens. Because you probably have him set to grapple too often when someone is dazed. Wow, rare bit of MMA offense from Princler there.
5 minutes gone.
But right now it has been all red team. Ooh, big body splash as Nock and JJ have been putting in a ton of work in this matchup. Jamel already bloodied. And Princler taking a great deal of offensive effort from the red team. Pinfall 2. Count 2. Jamel tagged back into the match. High and low. Nock hit with the unblockable. Jamel locking on a figure 4 onto Nock, which he is able to break out of. Nock shot into the corner. Shot into the corner again. Doesn't get anything out of it. Does get a big suplex right in the center of the ring. But doesn't get anything more. Going for something here. Escapes whatever running attack that Nock had gone for. And powers out of that double team offense. But JJ electing to slow the match down a little bit, just as Jamel had started to gain some momentum. Excellent strategy from the veteran Def Jam player. Really managing momentum is something he is something of an expert at. Ooh, big belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Just absolutely throwing Jamel. As he locks on that bow and arrow hold. Princler breaks it up. JJ shot into the corner. Big body splash. But neither man able to get anything after taking each other's back. Big Alabama slam from Hsien-Jo onto JJ. But JJ with that Russian leg sweep. Princler going for a cover, possibly in desperation even, as this match has definitely not gone the way he had expected. As JJ and Nock have just been getting tandem offense like this all match. Bridge, but caught up in the ropes, doesn't get anything else from it.
10 minutes gone.
Dragon screw, leg whip. Snap suplex. That's really something Princler needed to break Nock's momentum, but Nock to his feet first. And once again going for that absolutely dazzling maneuver. Big arm drag by Princler. Yeah, Nick, I assume that's his finish, and I have already forgotten the name of it, so I'm going with New Generation era McMahon and just saying what a maneuver. And what a maneuver! And it's certainly taken a lot out of Jamel. Yes, the cartwheel powerbomb into a jackknife. Oh, Jamel maybe going for the Space Jam, but unable to do so. But does get this lift and drop, dropping JJ on his neck, but JJ to his feet immediately. So Jamel plants him into the center of the ring again. Tries to take his back, does successfully take his back, goes into a bridge. 2. Only a 2 as Nock is able to break it up and able to continue that offensive effort further as he grinds Jamel into the mat. Locks on the figure 4. Nock able to get there first, and Princler kind of too far out of the way to make a play here. And Jamel solving that by bringing Princler into this contest. Jamel taking a double power bomb. Oh, poor teamwork from Nock and JJ. As Nock is caught in this leg hold by Princler and shot into the ropes. Goes for a lariat, does not get it. Stroke of midnight, center of the ring. 1, 2. Mandible claw. Princler has nowhere to go. Is he going to tap? He's holding on. Jamel comes in to make the save. And for his trouble is immediately planted by JJ and Nock. And JJ planted on the ground. Big Northern Lights suplex. And JJ dropped on his neck as well. JJ rolling lariat. And Jamel is out on his feet. JJ setting up for something big here. Big bulldog trying to bring Jamel to his own corner. Ooh. Princler making the save. Locks on an Anaconda Vice on Nock here. Ooh, elbow right to the face of Jamel as JJ climbs to the corner turnbuckle, but Jamel to his feet almost immediately. JJ going for something big here. Elbow into the corner. But Jamel finally getting JJ into the corner. Sets him up in the Tree of Woe. And just punishing JJ with those chops. Elbow drop hold, but right in the blue corner. Jamel immediately makes the save. Double power bomb. Elbow drop right into the stomach of JJ. JJ with that double underhook suplex, but it's right in the ropes. Absolutely beautiful punch square in the face of Princler. He gets that float over DDT and sets Mondo up for something, but unable to get much more out of the deal. Northern Lights suplex, but JJ is not the legal man. And Nock's Freaky Magic unable to get the job done as he's hit with the Stroke of Midnight, and Princler is retreating back to his corner. Jamel going for a lariat, doesn't get it. Shoots Nock into the corner again. Big power slam, but JJ is too close. Huge suplex from Jamel. The tag team offense from Nock and JJ, a team that had not existed before today, is extremely impressive. Ooh, big elbow drops back to back from the JJ Nock team. Nock trying to silence the fans here. He grinds Jamel into the mat. Nock not being the legal man, a submission will not count here. But much like a submission not counting, a pinfall would not count for Jamel as he is not the legal man either. JJ tagging himself back out of this match. Oh, excellent save by JJ as Princler just locked on the crippler crossface. There he does it again. Crossface, crossface, crossface. But JJ breaks it up before it could do any more damage. Big diving headbutt from Nock. Stroke of Midnight right in the blue corner. This match has to be over. No, he elects to tag Jamel into this match. As the two deliver a huge backdrop cutter. Not going to the top rope. Another diving headbutt. Both men are down. Jamel to his feet first. Jamel shot into the corner turnbuckle. So JJ gets tagged in. Shot into the corner turnbuckle again. Double underhook, suplex. Princler has to cross the desert. He's not going to get past Nock. As JJ gets a 3-count fall. And JJ and Nock Voldo are your new tag team champions. I'm actually kind of tight that I tagged Jamel in immediately after hitting my finish, because I feel like that if there was a chance that my team was going to win that match, it would have been there. Alright. So we got probably a couple more matches to work with here. So we, of course, have the #1 contenders over the top rope battle royal. So let's set that up right now. So, as previously stated, James has a spot in the battle royal. I am going to put Doink the Clown in, as he got suggested last week for Maglo Open Challenge opponent and was shot down for Will Smith. Let's see. And I fucking passed him like twice. Because I can't fucking read, apparently. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Alright, but, shit, I'm getting a word from our backstage correspondent, as somebody has just entered himself into the Maglo Open Challenge Battle Royal. Let's go to the back.
Yo, I'm just here for the grabs. Hey!
And Terrell has entered himself into the Maglo Open Challenge Battle Royal. However, we have 5 more slots. So, who else is going to be in this Battle Royal? It's anybody on my roster. If you want to put them in, submit a couple characters. Actually, Joey, if we want to put yourself, like, as your own self-insert into this match, we can do that. Oh, you got 4 costumes. I dig it. Let's see. Alright. Jamel, Vintage Jamel, putting himself in a 3rd match tonight. In the meantime, let's see. So, we heard Blake was in it, and Jamel wants himself in. So we got 2 more slots. Who else is in this match? And remember, like, that's any video game characters, any real wrestlers that I have. I do not have a Silver Surfer, James, so if you have characters suggestions that you don't think I have, please let me know so I can add them before the stream. But I've got 2 slots open for this Battle Royal. Alright, I can put in Hsien. He hasn't wrestled tonight. Alright, Jamel electing to put Jasper into this match. All right. James asking very loudly for DMX. DMX will be the final competitor. Let's see. Let's have Mario referee this one. And let's just remember what's on the line in this matchup. The winner of this Battle Royal will be Maglow's opponent tonight in the Maglow Open Challenge. Alright, will it be James? Will it be Doink the Clown? Will it be John? Will it be Terrell, Blake, Hsien, DMX, or Jasper? I could probably do that. Alright, with 8 competitors already in the ring, it's going to be very difficult to keep track of the individual storylines going on in the match. But I'm going to do my best to keep you guys involved in the action. Jasper immediately eliminated. That is bad luck for Jasper. She did not even make it a minute into this contest. But everywhere else in the ring, it is absolute chaos. And Hsien kind of waiting back. Trell and Hsien shot into the ropes, but not getting anything out of it. There's just too much going on to keep track. I think the crowd favorite going into this match has to be Terrell. A powerhouse that just wants to grab people, and slam them onto the ground. And it's a long drop if you can grab somebody near the ropes. Ooh, big Pele kick from Blake. Alright, I guess this is still New Japan Rumble rules where pinfalls and submissions are a thing. James suplex to the outside, and James now eliminated. This match is absolute madness, but Terrell delivering on his promise of grabbing somebody and throwing them to the ground. Big Sambo suplex from Terrell onto Doink the Clown. Ooh, big cutter from John. Terrell attempting to suplex Doink to the outside, unable to do so. Blake hits a crossface chicken wing on DMX, which, God bless Fire Pro Wrestling, where I get to say my friend Blake has delivered a crossface chicken wing to rapper DMX. This is a good-ass game, guys. Here's Hsien with a Canadian Destroyer. As Terrell locks on the figure four to John right in the center of the ring. Oh, what's Hsien doing? Whatever it is, it's countered by Blake. Backstabber. Ooh, big jawbreaker from Bagi. As Blake is backdrop and STO'd. Hi, John and Terrell. Oh, DMX hit with the poison mist. That's certainly going to affect his ability to continue on in this match. As ring awareness is already so critical with this many people, with your vision obscured, it makes it that much harder. Ooh, step up Inseguri by Hsien. As Doink locks on a Boston Crab on a Terrell. Back switch. Backdrop. Oh, John with the brass knucks shot. But unable to capitalize as he turns around and eats a Canadian Destroyer from Hsien. Oh, Blake in a chokehold. But refusing to tap out, will not give up. Bagi absolutely getting mugged here. He's just a manager. What are you guys doing? Dragon Screw leg whip from DMX. Doink has been eliminated. As DMX locks on an armbar, but Bagi not tapping out. And it is anybody's match at this point. There's absolute chaos in the ring. And as a lot of action is happening near the ropes, that's so dangerous. As one miscalculation can get you sent over the top. As just like that, Terrell is eliminated. DMX very pleased with himself. As John peppers Hsien with those jabs. Man, another Canadian Destroyer from Hsien. Blake catches Bagi with the Enziguri, but catches a headbutt in return. This could go any way. As Hsien locking on a combination 2-in-1 hold here of arm and leg. Ooh, Blake potentially going for the backstabber. It was well scouted. Once again, trying to take his back, but unable to get anything out of it. Big lung blower. And Blake near the center. DMX is in trouble. And a big spine buster. As Blake's offensive momentum just continues here. But that momentum was stopped short with that brutal strike combination. As John and DMX fight near the bottom of the ring. Unclear what Hsien was going for there. Maybe a little bit of confusion. Man, everybody's so close to the ropes. This is such a dangerous position to be in. John exploiting a loophole here with those brass knuckles. 3 count fall. Blake's day is over. The possibility of the manager putting himself over is very real here. Big rolling armbar from DMX. And Hsien going for that dive too close to the ropes both times. You're going for the cover, but here's DMX wants to be the one to finish it, but unable to make Hsien tap with the armbar. Man, absolutely beautiful combination. DMX is eliminated. Bagi again with the brass knucks shot. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. John opening the show strong with his champion defeating Nock Voldo and then winning the Battle Royal to determine the opponent for the Maglo Open Challenge. So he will be competing in the main event tonight. Strong start and potentially very strong finish to this show. For the Invader, John Bagi. Before we get to that, however, do have another match for you guys. It's going to be Orlando Nunez. Alright, so who's Orlando fighting in this match? I mean, hey, you have having a real strong start. Like, this is your wrestler's debut on my show. Orlando fighting Orlando. You know what? I'm for it. And this, see, I planned for this because we've got Orlando. We have Nunez Azul and Nunez Verde. Well, Orlando is here, and he wants K-Dash. So, all right, we'll have Nunez Verde versus K-Dash. Because I had planned for one of you to request 2 Orlando Nunez's in the same match, and I wanted to be prepared so I'd be able to tell them apart on commentary. So, I am one step ahead of you fuckers. So, alright, let's get this match started. Man, that theme song is so fucking good. Like, I just put Orlando in the semi-main because I wanted to hear his theme. No, Orlando right now is the only person that has custom music. But I mean, he is Mr. Theme Song, so he gets custom music. So, if you add custom music to your own save, that won't work. But what you... So the way that the community makes custom music work is in the description of the wrestler, they'll write down the file name that it's saved under. So that way, like, if I put the same song under the same file name in the music folder, it'll point to it. Oh, Orlando Nunez going for that leaping cutter early. That move does not have a name just yet. How do you guys feel about RK Orlando? Or are you guys thinking OKO? I'll let y'all mull that over while I call this match. As there was a lot of talk about theme music and not a lot of talk about what's going on in this matchup as K-Dash sidesteps that spear. As Orlando locks on the crossface. Orlando delivering his patented European uppercuts, driving K-Dash back. Jamel, that's rude, the thing you're saying. You're disrespecting Orlando Nunez. Ooh, big side kick to the head. Led by a PK. Big pile driver from Nunez. Ooh, brutal Kamigoye from K-Dash. Shining scissor kick. Oh, K-Dash going to the high red district, still offering a falling fist, but misses completely as Orlando just rolls out of the way. Oh, picture perfect drop kick from Orlando Nunez. Gets to the mount, locks on the armbar. Takes his back. Just an elbow to the back of the head. Followed by a flashing elbow to K-Dash's neck. Still unable to connect with that spear as K-Dash dodges out of the way, and it looks like it's K-Dash's turn. K-Dash with that dodge groove. And it looks like this knee-based offense is going to be a majority of K-Dash's attacks. Kamigoye to the jaw of Orlando, but Orlando rolls through, pinning combination 1, 2, only a 2. Big strike combination from K-Dash. And K-Dash getting it any way he can, just punches, kicks, knees, and elbows, just attacking from too many angles for Orlando to defend. So Orlando gets kicked into the back. Ooh, beautiful Northern Lights suplex from Orlando Nunez. Only gets 2. Ooh, beautiful butterfly twist from K-Dash. Setting him up for something. Diving dive kick. Ooh, another uppercut. Orlando's had enough. He delivers a low blow, followed by a diving elbow drop. And Orlando to his feet. Orlando jumping tombstone. Goes for a cover. 1, 2. Only 2. K-Dash setting him up for something. 1, 2. Only 2 from K-Dash. These two appear to be pretty evenly matched. But Orlando looks like he's a little bit out of breath. The pace that K-Dash has in this match seems to be causing him to struggle a little bit. As K-Dash looks like he's still got gas in the tank. Big Sobat kick from K-Dash. Followed by an Enziguri. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. Orlando Nunez hoisted on his own petard. He said he wanted K-Dash, and he got more K-Dash than he could handle. Big Dave giving the match 4 3/4 stars. 99% evaluation. So we have tonight's main event, the Maglo Open Challenge. His opponent was revealed moments ago in the Battle Royal. Oh, actually, shit. So, Maglo also has a named finisher now. Oh, there it is, Blake's house. Okay. Oh, can you have a second in a title match? I'll figure that out in a moment. Yeah. All right, Harada's going to call this thing right down the middle. It would be an absolute coup if John and his boys took both of the Blake's House championships in our opening show. So Maglo doing it for the Blake's House Promotions honor, as well as to keep his own streak alive. That match is next. And be sure to go to maglo.bandcamp.com to get this man's music. It's pretty fucking great. The Orlando Nunez theme was produced by Maglo, and I'm sure you'll be hearing some more of his music over the course of my show. Not tonight, but later on. But right now, he's going up against John Bagi, the manager of GK. What is your promotion called? I'm sorry, I've forgotten the name of your promotion, because right now, like, you're just listed as GK Fed. Probably. I probably should do that. That sounds good as hell. Alright, the big boss of Judgment Pro Wrestling has come into our house. And it is up to Maglo to defend this house. DJ Dix probably would be Shadow Maglo. I mean, And John showcasing the skills that won him that over-the-top battle royal. Playing near the ropes and just taking advantage of every opportunity. Yeah, I got about maybe a half hour or so to chat after the stream's over. And John in total control here. Things not looking good for our hero. As John locks on that chokehold. Maglo finally getting some offense in. Only to have his momentum cut off. As he gets peppered with strikes, unable to protect the back of his head. Answers back with a big lariat. Only gets a 2 count. Maglo going for that big tackle that he's known for. Does hit that lariat. And getting a 2 count out of it. But John's managed to take a lot of wind out of Maglo's sails from these repeated low blows. It's really got to damage your ability to breathe and keep involved in the match. Ooh, and Maglo dropping John on his head. Followed by a Samoan drop. One. Only gets a 1. Another big lariat from Maglo. Followed by a second lariat. And Maglo always bringing a show to the fans as he delivers an airplane spin in an amazing display of power. Really, we got to get John in a matchup against... was it John in a matchup against, what is it, Matt Knapp. See whose dick-based offense is superior. Ooh, jawbreaker, but doesn't get anything out of the follow-up. And there's the patented tackle that Chris is known for. Goes for a dropkick as well. Doesn't hit it. There it is. There's the brass knucks shot, but Maglo immediately to his feet. That loophole not strong enough to get through on a win. Maglo delivering the sliding D. It's looking like it's starting to be the Maglo show after being asleep for maybe the first 4 or 5 minutes of the match. And John cuts that off with a beautiful 1-2 combination. Maglo driver nearly in the same spot of the ring that he killed Will Smith. 1, 2, 2.9. John is still in this match. As he begins to choke out Maglo. Another monster head hold lariat. Setting up for something. Cross body. We haven't seen Maglo pull that one out. He's clearly pulling out all the stops to make sure we don't lose our title to a rival promotion. as well as putting on a show, delivering some new offense for the fans. Back body drop, Maglo to his feet first. But again, another eye rake from John. Pulls out the brass knucks again. This could be it. 1, 2, 3, count fall. John Bagi of Judgment Pro Wrestling. Walking home with both titles and Maglo's streak. I mean, Tony Jaa did not appear on this show, so there is no elephant. But I mean, you bested Zero, so I think that's probably going to be your angle for next week. Although I saw you send a message saying that you had an idea for an angle, so I'll answer back to that at a later date. It is only 10 o'clock. You guys up for a dark match? Anything in particular you guys want to see? Because like that was basically the entirety of the show I had planned. All right, Nick, I can do that as the go home match. All right, how about we do both things? Because James suggested Tornado Tag, and you've suggested 4 wrestlers. So let's make both things happen. Alright, so I do not have any Gatorade-based wrestlers or Powerade-based wrestlers. Like, if you have ideas for stuff that you want on my show, tell me before I go live, because I can't add wrestlers to the game while it's running. Honestly, like, that'd be a great idea for ring mats, is just, like, different colors of Gatorade. Because I don't know if you guys have played GM mode yet, but basically, when you get sponsors, that changes your ring mats based on your sponsor. So, if we wanted to say that our promotion was sponsored by Gatorade, we could very easily just make Gatorade ring mats. So this match is going to be pretty difficult. Well, yes, one of the titles can be the Gatorade Grand Prix Heavyweight, but I think that should be an MMA rules title. Either a, like, so there's two, I think there's two shoot fighting rule sets. There's the Octagon, and then there's the kickboxing rules, which I've not actually played a match of on stream, where it still takes place in a wrestling ring, but like most throws are banned and replaced with strikes in your move list. And then, like, there's a 10 count on knockdowns. Yeah, no rush, man. And Orlando Nunez wants to wrestle for the shoot title. I'll have to get some more shooters for my save, because like my MMA stable is pretty barren. Like all the Def Jam guys would probably be in the shooter league, and maybe a handful of other guys, like all the Tepu girls when Melly finishes those up. As an aside, credit to Melly, who I need to find her Twitch, because she is the one that made both of those characters. Let's see. Yeah, twitch.tv/MellyInChains, all one word. She streams this game as well, and I commissioned her to make the Tepu characters. So you'll be seeing some more of those probably in the coming weeks. But yeah, back to what I was saying, I'm gonna need to get some more shooters. Actually, shit, GK. You wanna just hop on a Discord call now? Because, like, this is Dark Match land, so, like, I'm not gonna be doing real-ass commentary. Alright, yeah. Give me a second, let me, Alright, yeah, just, shoot me a message when, or just, call me on Discord. Oh, I guess I'm still in the call.
Yep. Alright.
Let me see. Can, the stream hear you, or does that matter?
Yeah, they can hear me.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, you fucking walked away with both my titles.
I'm sure you're pretty tight about that right now.
Hey, I mean, I only book it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you said you were gonna be tight about the Maglo thing, and then
Yeah.
outside manager level person came in and did it.
So
I'm like, how? Because, like, dude, like, he is, like, he's ruthless, but I made him fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's kind of paints the picture, like, stats are only so much. Like, because there are characters that are, like, statted lower, but their AI does, like, really specific things that makes them good at matches.
Yep.
So, like, I'm totally cool with the way, like, for shoot, like, I'm totally cool with how it played out. I'm going to be able to write shit for this no matter what. Because that's kind of that's kind of the idea of, like, running the stream is I'm going to have ongoing stories just based on how shit plays out in the ring. So, I'm not actually worried about it.
Yep. Now we actually have a good storyline, you know, the new promotion comes up and
Yeah, comes in,
robs you.
takes both my belts.
Well, that's going to be awkward because, well, is Nick's people part of their own promotion, or is he technically a part of yours?
Nick's people are also in their own promotion.
Okay, so we have a split promotion tag team.
Yes.
It's going to be really interesting to see how badly they can continue to coordinate during matches.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of like both of your promotions are less than 6 guys, so like we're all just kind of collaborating like as small promotions.
Yeah.
So
I do like Nick's take on it.
Yeah. I think it works.
Yeah. It's definitely an invasion angle.
But like I said before, like if you I mean you saw the video package that I ran for the stream. Like I am not asking for huge like multi-million-dollar production quality, but if you want to shoot a thing for me to insert into the stream, go ahead and do it, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'll see if I can do that sometime. But the problem with the way I've obviously designed myself is if I want it to be as close to in character, I at least have to do the shirt.
Right.
So that's gonna take a little bit more doing. So I will have to make sure I'm able to secure that and then do a shoot for one of your shows.
Sounds good. I know, yeah, like I said earlier, James messaged me like while I was streaming saying that he's got an idea for an angle. So if you can't do something this week, I mean you still hold the title at least until the next show. So we'll figure some shit out.
Yep. So I mean that's so Maglo had what the like your promotion's main title.
Technically speaking, that title was vacant, but I, like, because he was on such a winning streak, that match was for the championship.
Gotcha.
So, like, in universe, that is why that match was for the title.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, because this is going to be the first video that I upload to YouTube. So, like, we just got a TV deal, so now everything's on the line. But let me go ahead and sign off on the stream. Thank all of you.
More details.
Yeah, thank all of you for coming out and watching. Had a great time running a show. Planning on doing this every Sunday at roughly 7 or 8. And might be some sporadic streams between now and then, but the like actual main in-universe stream is going to be Sunday nights. And hope to catch you guys next week.
And you know what? Before we sign off, I just want to say, appreciate the belts.
Yeah, we'll see if you can hold on. We'll see if you can hold on to them next week.
I'm planning on it.
All right. Well, see you guys later on.